Hey guys, just recording a quick intro here to this video. I did not spend a lot of time with this video at all, but I did want to give you an explanation of what it's all about. So in this video, I just went out for a few hours during the afternoon. It's a crisp fall day, and I just decided that, you know, it was time to start throwing around some moving baits. So I picked up the Revolt 426 crankbait. Now it's a wide wobble crankbait with rattles. Digs down to 4 to 6 feet roughly, and started catching bass. And it's always a fun day on Lake Norman when you get to throw some moving baits. The Revolt is fantastic around rocks. It's a kind of a more squared off bill, similar to a wiggle wart or a rock crawler, but has a slightly different sound, slightly different action, and just an appearance that, you know, the fish haven't seen before. Now, I wasn't throwing a red crankbait like it's typical when the water's cold. It's a little early. The bass were feeding on shad, and so I was throwing a clear colored Revolt, and I mean, the proof's in the pudding. You guys enjoy.
Golly, that was just smashed it. Fucking catfish. Another catfish. Golly. He absolutely annihilated it. There you go. This is a better fish. I'm telling you. It's fall fishing on Lake Norman can be fun. I don't like this lake, but I will admit it's fun. And this is a nice spot. For Lake Norman, this is going to be a nice spot. For sure. Now, I don't know if you saw, but I had taken off the chartreuse reactor, and I went ahead and switched to our crystal shad, which is more of a translucent color, just because the water clarity here is significantly more clear than it was where I was fishing the last time I was out on the lake. What was that second cast I got bit? I have to scoop him up and go right into the back. Now that right there, for Lake Norman, that's a tub. Look at that fish. It's a good freaking spot right there, baby. Good freaking spot. He was hooked great, look at that. Oh, he had like 4 trebles in his mouth. Definitely wasn't coming loose. This one's not very big. Second keeper. Hasn't taken long. Quite 14, but you can keep one under 12. Not loving the size of that. Probably why I wasn't getting bit for a second, because they just weren't big enough. This crankbait gets bigger bites, period. Well, guys, hopefully you can hear me in this wind. We went through a period of pretty hard rain, and I wasn't filming during that period of time. I did catch 2 more fish. I'm throwing a swim bait right now out in some deep water, and as you can see, the wind's picked up. It's dropped about 25 degrees. It's gotten really cold, and I'm wet, so not the greatest conditions, but we're having fun. Saw this fish on a graph. I think this might be a catfish. Just kind of passed over a spot, side scanning was on, and saw some stumps and some fish. Yeah, it's a catfish. Some nice ones today for sure, guys. So there we go, guys. We had definitely a good day. You know, probably about 11 or 12 pounds. But hey, you know, not the biggest fish in the world, but you know, it's Lake Norman, so any day you can go out and crank up a quick 5 fish limit on a crankbait and a swim bait. It's a fun day, so I'm thankful, and I'm gonna get warm and go grab a bite to eat. So hopefully you guys enjoyed what you saw, and we'll see you next time out on the water.